Okie dokie pokies. Let's go ahead and set this up for my thumbnail. So this is the week of July 10th through July 16th. I am using the kit Wax Lover in my Print Impression A5 wide planner. This is the second spread in this planner. I do my my planner is split into two, like for the year. Does that make sense? Maybe? I'm not sure. This is exclusive art by Kittenish Jess. I'm obsessed with it. It just came out like maybe 6 weeks, within 6 weeks, I guess. So let's go ahead and just slip that down. Also have the freebie, the doodles, extra colors. We'll see if we're going to use them. And we also have the fashion options, which I was blonde then, so maybe I'll use the blonde one. And then as for foil, I do have a foil bundle from my shop. I have the Lavender Hollow in the confetti version too, as well as the marble one from Hannah and Lavender Hollow. Also have some of the what are these called? The flower add-ons, flower a la cartes. So I have those as well. And the foil bundle. So I'm going to go ahead and take my little thumbnail picture right quick for this. And I guess we'll just get, I have all my scripts too already pre-done. Let me show you what that looks like. So we have this is all my scripts. They ended up all being foiled, which is great. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So whenever I do this, I usually, like I always say, sort through, not always, I've literally done this like twice in the past forever, but I sort through the boxes to pick what I am going to use on the sidebar of sorts. I gotta check my phone. Okay. Need this. I'm going to need this for, well, I guess for the base. So I need these that have the full boxes, glitter headers, the deco just for the one deco bit here. And then from these, I just need this one for those boxes, these glitter headers. I don't need the doodles. I might need the boxes. I'm not sure. For this, I need these two. I won't need the bougie because I have the other bougie. These I won't need right now. And then I'll need this possibly. Have all of my floral stuff, bottom washi, and underlays. So let's go ahead and get started. The only day that is going to be 3 boxes is going to be Saturday. So let's see. Let's start with the bottom washi actually. So as far as the bottom washi goes, I have the bows and then I have the flowers. I think personally I want to do the flowers with the confetti. So I think I'm going to do the flowers on the like swirly whirlies. I've been liking doing them on the like non-solid, even though that's not technically not a solid, the purple. It has like a pattern overlay. It's just very light. But I feel like the like bows or hearts or stars, or in this case flowers, are like a thicker design. So I feel like they stand out much more on the like pattern. And then the like smaller designs stand out best on a solid. So I'm just placing down these flowers, which again, these are like a la carte floral bits that you could just buy like the bottom washi, and it has the bottom washi with little deco bits, or you could just buy the full box overlays or whatever and kind of mix and match. And I like adding these into foil bundles to give you like a little bit of a look versus like a full bundle. And I'm going to just save this. I might add some of these little flowers. I can add those on full boxes, or I can add them like throughout the spread later. And then I'm just going to use this 15mm strip from the Lavender Hollow bundle. I feel like the Lavender Hollow and the confetti too is like super useful to have like a bunch on hand. If you are a avid, as I am, Lavender Hollow user. As for the sidebar, which I also like to do, is I'm going to definitely be using this tall box. I just think it's super cute. Maybe I'll switch it up because I've been doing the tall box on the bottom. Maybe I'll do the tall box on the top. Or maybe I could do the tall box in the middle. Should we try it? It means I just have to kind of commit to some boxes real quick, which I guess I could. So as far as boxes go, there is quite a few. So, and then realistically, I am just going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if I want to use an extender, so 8 would just be these full boxes. I really love these Fashion People though. But I also just love the blondie ones because I love her. Dyed my hair blonde this day. Ugh, the struggle. And I love the Accord because I have an Accord. I don't know. I want to use them all. So maybe I will do an extender because I also love this full box. But I also have the bedroom like in the background of this. So maybe just a kit that I have to use again just to be able to use all the boxes. I do definitely want to use this one too. I don't know if I need 4 fashion boxes though. I just love that these glasses have like the little chains. If I had to pick, is it 8? So what I said I had 8, right? But I also like these boxes. And what was the ones on the extra page? Oh, these ones, even cute too. Why do they all have to be so cute? Maybe I'll use the Accord in the corner and not use the Accord box. Because it also has the candle warmer, which I don't use candle warmers. And then just use one of these. I want to use them all. But I think I'm just going to have to reuse this kit because it's so cute. It's very anytime, but I just wanted to use it now. So I'm going to use that. And then that gives me 8, but I really still do like this box. But whenever I do it next time, I can use these boxes. Okay, so I think that is settled enough. I'm going to use these 8 plus this one. Let's start with the double box just so I could get that laid down. I think, like I said, Saturday is going to be a 3-day. I like love extenders, but like when I can avoid using them, like I'm really not mad about it. For real, no reason besides that I'm lazy. So I think I want to do the double box here. This is going to be a 3-day, so I can just go ahead and put one of the underlays in. And I am using, like I said, the marble one from Hannah. The marble looks really cool with this. I feel like you could do like a layered situation with this, but I'm just going to do it straight up. As far as the glitter headers go, I have these different colors. I don't know if I'm going to use the orange TBH, but I think I want to add in the blue, maybe in between the pinks. Kind of break it up. I also think it would look good in here. It would look good in the middle. I will do it in here. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to do pink, pink, pink. I could color block. This might be a fun one to color block. What do you think? Maybe I will. So if I did color block, it would be pink, blue, pink, green, purple, pink, blue. Kind of would want to almost make this be like one that I only need one day. So if I only wanted to use this color one day, it would have to be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this day, which is technically my longest day, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it would be this day. If I wanted to color block. So if I do that color, I think next to it, I'm going to do the darker pink. We're just going to put these in random orders and just say YOLO. Did I see a movie this week? No. Cool. So I don't need to worry about those. I think I'm going to do blue, purple, and then maybe the other pink. And then green will be here, which won't have a box there. We're really just going off the cuff on this one, y'all. Do that. Guess we're just not doing the sidebar first. I think that's where we're at. So then I'm going to do Saturday's a 3, so it's not going to have any. And I'm going to go over here. This looks like wax pools, which I just love for this. All right, and then we're color blocking, so I'm just going to bring the same glitter headers up. I think for this day, I'm going to do the box here for balance. I think I might do one of the other fashion people over there. Maybe the blonde one, so the two blondes are like far away. Okay. I don't know what is going on with my phone right now. Okay. Making hamburger helper for dinner, which I'm not excited about because I just had a cheeseburger today. I went to Hop Dottie because they have the bodega burger, and it was so good. Highly recommend if you have a Hop Dottie to try it out before it is gone, because it was really good. I might have to go again before it is gone. It's like a burger of the month, I believe. Ugh, it was just delicious. But now I'm like, my kids love hamburger helper, but I'm just like not in the mood for it since I just had a burger today. So I don't know what my plans are gonna be for dinner. I might just make some like ramen or something for myself later. I kind of go for a salad though. So I need to do this person up here. I have more sloppy joes left over, and that's basically a burger, and that's also what I'm eating on Saturday. But honestly, sloppy joes are one of those foods that I could just literally always eat. I think these colors were in the correct order. I am getting a little hungry though. Okay, that looks so cute. It's like annoying how cute it is. And then I think I am going to do the box here. So we're going to work with these boxes because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I want to do maybe the fashion person, since I'm going to have a fashion person here, here, and here. It kind of like separates them a little bit. So I think that that is a good option. And then above that, this is going to look so good. These colors are epic. Epic, 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 epic. And I was so excited that Jess wanted to do this theme. Though I know it's something she's very interested in, so I'm not like wildly surprised. But I was excited that she was excited. So let's do this one. We're going to do one on the top. Okay. Let's be light pink. And then another one. When it comes to the full box placement, I just kind of do like, this is the top, bottom, middle, top, bottom, whatever. Or if there wasn't like any, I would do like maybe like here, double down, here, double, here, one down. Like, I like to have it kind of like balanced, not having them all in like one row. Though sometimes that does look really cute. Just depends on what like the look you're going for. I like to have them kind of spread out. I like to also spread out the fashion boxes. I don't like to have them all like clumped on one side. Also with the like flat lays, this is kind of a lot of flat lays for half of a day, TBH. Now I'm kind of like thinking about it. The only thing I could think to do is maybe move this fashion box here and then do here bottom and then the flat lay in the middle and the flat lay over here, which I think I might do. And that clumps all of the fashion over here. What are the other box options again? Could do the bedroom, but I feel like the bedroom's in this box, so I'm like, I don't really want to do it. Could do, another thing I was thinking is like, I could do like, I always want to do quote boxes, but I'm like, always think of them like afterwards, but I could just like start ordering quote boxes like afterwards, put them on, because I think this would be like a perfect box for a quote on top. Or maybe I'll just do like 2 flat lays and then do a flat lay here, flat lay, or non-flat, 2 flat lays with this, and then do a flat lay and a flat lay. I don't know. I think this would be good on top with a quote, but I don't know like what kind of wax quote I'd be coming up with. I don't know. Now I'm struggling. Now that I said like I don't want to like clump all of these like flat lays, but I feel like they're just so good. I realistically should have put like this here and then kind of like, or this here and then like did a flat lay here and like a flat lay here and then on the sidebar. Well, I think we're just gonna say sucks to suck. on this one, Andrea, and you just have to go with the dang flow and figure it out. I think if I do this one here, I'm just putting it down because I otherwise am crippled at making the choice. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do that. And then on the sidebar, maybe I will just do, yeah, I'll do this one in the middle. A flat lay on the bottom, which I'm going to do this one, I think. On the very bottom. I think that looks cool with the, like, purple. Like the purple there. I like that. Do the tall above it. I like the purple and the pink, like lots of it here. And then on the very top, I'm going to do the cart, I think. Yeah, that looks super cute. And then on the very bottom, I'm just going to do another flat lay. I don't think it looks horrible, but I think it looks the best out of all the options. I just really liked all of the flat lay elements in this, so I wanted to incorporate as many as possible. Drink break. So let's do purple. Okay, but like, how cute is this spread? Very cute. And I feel like the marble, like I said, looks like wax. I think that's just like a little fun addition. I feel like I'm kind of quiet, but I'm like very sleepy right now. Because I got like about maybe 5 3/4 hours of sleep last night. Like my new normal, basically. But I'm not like thrilled about it. I feel like I used to be like, I can live off of 4 hours of sleep. Now I'm like, no, I really can't do it anymore. I have gotten old overnight. Okay, let's do that. We have to do, like I said, I'm gonna do the accord. I mean, that'd be really cute to do as well, but it's, wait, the melting baskets. Oh, it's right there. I'm gonna do the accord, the Scentsy accord there. Don't need that sheet anymore. And then as for the date numbers, I'm using the ones from the kit, and this is the 10th to the 16th. Is that right? 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. Yeah, so these are in, of course, Lavender Hollow, which is one of my fave foils. I think the like fun core just so happens to be my favorites of the non-core foils. I feel like they're also just generally the most usable. I feel like matte silver also could have been an option, and gold hollow are ones that I feel like are also kind of fun foils that I feel like are fun core and can go with a lot of kits. Probably not going to use anything else from this sheet for this in particular, but Lavender Hollow extras are super easy to use. And put my date covers down. Is this right? 14? I guess so. I don't know why the dates just seem kind of wrong. We're starting our D&D session next week, and I need to do my character sheet because I'm disorganized. I'm not doing it to it, as they would say. We're going to do the tall box floral overlay on the tall box. I feel like it really is. If it's there, we're going to just use it, you know what I'm saying? We're going to stick that down. I'm going to do I want to do a quote here, but I just don't know like what kind of wax quote. I'm just going to do a stroke box. If I think of a quote, I'll add it later. Down here on the bottom, I'm just going to do, since there's already like a floral element, I'm just going to do the 4-corner confetti. Here, I'm going to do like a side and a side. So I'm just going to do the bottom left side and the top right side as far as where the sparkles are. I'm going to do the opposite one of that on here. On her, I'm going to do a floral box because I think that'd be very cute. Gonna keep the florals kind of minimal. And then also on here, I think I want to do flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab I have 2 sheets of the full boxes, and there is one that if you have 2, you can flip one and make a double box. So I'm going to do that there. And then on the top one up here, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the last. Actually, I'm going to do the stroke one on there as well. That's very cute. Then done basically with these. I might do the hole reinforcers I don't think I'm going to use the header overlays, which is fine. I think I'm going to just use the regular, like, sparkly ones. But I think I am going to do the hole reinforcers because they are quite cute and I have them. Just like, going to be leaving this one box on here, but I'm going to save it because you never know when you're just going to want a little bit of flowers. Kind of like this. I'm only using a couple elements from the a la carte, but I feel like mixed with the confetti kind of tones it down a little, but you still get that floral element in there. And I feel like these florals have been so like popular with the kind of like the groovy retro trends. So I feel like they've been very, very useful, but they also look super cute with like the bluey set. They would look also really cute with like the trolls set, depending on what color foil you're using. So we're just doing that. And then over here, I like putting these on with tweezers. I think it's just like easy to maneuver them. Easier, I guess, to maneuver them. And then I'll just have that one random box there, which is fine. I'll just put it with the rest of the extras, NBD. But the floral comes in the core colors. It comes in the fun core colors. I think it comes in matte bronze, does it? I'm not sure. Actually questioning that if I did. Just placed another small foil order of like things that I needed restocks of or things that I needed in specific foil colors. So excited for that to come in. Super stinking cute. I love the lavender hollow with this. It's so pretty. I do need a month up here, and I don't have them in my shop, but you can get Hannah's months. So I have those in my favorite font, which is font number 2 in lavender hollow. Just gonna stick the July there. You know what I also need to order? I need to order like years to put on the like window here. I want to get like whatever year it is and just stick it on there so it's easy to see in the future what year it was. Look how pretty this is. It's just kind of ridiculous. I'm just gonna go ahead and take off these glitter headers, and we're gonna go ahead and stick one on each. And then we're gonna get into the dang day by day, and this is gonna be a really pretty spread. I just have the feelings already that it's gonna be a good one. Did you buy this kit? Did you love this kit? I think even like, it's just like really cute vibes, even if you don't like wax. I just think it's overall very, very cute. I have a kit that I've mood boarded it, but it's not finished, but I think it's gonna have kind of not similar vibes to this, but kind of. So if you, it's not gonna be like, it's gonna be a mystery though. Not, well, it's a lot to explain, but there will be that. But it won't be the same. These colors, it's kind of the vibe, TBH. And then I just need 6 more to finish the rest of these. I actually texted Jess about something I wanted for my, like a personal thing to draw. And I was like, but wait, we can make it into a kit. And I will just be one of the fashion people. And she's like, whatever you want to do. She's the best. I think it'll be fun to draw anyways, so as far as like something a little different. But also, who knows? It might be annoyingly difficult. But also, I'm not picky, which is nice. Okay. So there's that. Like, come on. Come on. I need to send a picture to Hannah because this is a good one. This is a real good one. Oh my God. It's everything. We love it. Okay. All right, let's get into the day by day. I didn't pull out anything. I did actually make myself all of the like things I needed, which is nice because we need them. So this is going to go under friends. And then this is going to go under Nick and I. Under us, technically. I could sleep right now, I'm not going to lie. And then this is going to go under games because it's like my D&D character. Lilith. And then let's go ahead and grab all of the stuff I need. Got my doodles. I got all my labels and such, all my scripts. I have some icons here. And then I'm going to pull out of my lavender hollow binder my icons. Do I not have game icons in lavender hollow? How? How? I might die. Okay, well, I might need to order those. I'm gonna add them to my list that I always have going. I'm pretty sure I have them. Game icons. I probably misplaced them. Is it? They're not in here. Oh, just kidding. Thought the sheet was bigger than that. All right, cross it out. Thank goodness. I was about to like keel over. Okay. So let's go ahead and zoom you in. Got my icons, all the things. I want a nap. Okay. Okay. Wake up, Andrea. Okay, so this week I was sick and I just kind of wanted to DIE. So on Monday I was feeling worse. I started to get sick this week. But I was feeling much worse. It was pretty bad. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in, I don't know. Oh, we're color blocking. I don't have as many options as I thought I would. So we're just going to do this. And also Nick was at work this day, so I was kind of just chilling by myself. I'm going to do that. I ordered myself Panera. I'm going to explain after I place them down so that you can get said vibes. And then I think I'm going to do a fancy label. I really want to do pattern, non-pattern pattern as much as I can, but like leave as much space as I can because this underlay is really pretty. So basically I was feeling like poop. Let me see if there is a scribbler that kind of matches these colors. I feel like I've been really using the purple ones. So maybe I just continue. I feel like these are my most used scribblers. I might just continue on the journey. I don't think there's anything that matches. I mean, that color is kind of close. So is this color. Could use this one. Let's use this one instead of the purple. Right? Or yeah, I'll just leave both out and see what happens. All right. I think the regular pink would be really cute too with it. So I might pull pink in too. All right. Anyways. So I was feeling worse and Nick was at work. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in and just going to put in Wanna Die. And then I ordered myself Panera for lunch because I was just laying in bed dying. So I just got myself some chicken noodle soup and some bread and I did not feel very well. So I got Panera and then I put in that I just wallowed in self-pity. So I'm going to use a eye rolling sticker for wallowing in self-pity. Because I was just miserable and sick. And if I move on to the second box on Monday, I kind of took a nap. And then we got Jack Allen soup for dinner for me, Kardashians. And then I was being needy and needed cuddles and couldn't sleep. So for that, I am going to go ahead and grab some little things. So we're going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4. Solid pattern, sure. So we're going to do this. For the Kardashians, we're also going to use a little thing. For Jack Allen, I think I'm also going to use a little thing. And for kind of taking a nap, I'll use something a smidge bigger, but not too much bigger. So I think I'm going to use a fancy label. So for kind of taking a nap, I do have the scribbler sleeping on here. For tired, I'll just put tired AF next to it. And then we did, like I said, get soup to go for me. So I'm just going to use the little fork and knife icon from Jack Allen. I love Jack Allen soup. I think I got like 2 bowls of soup this day. It was super good. I also watched the Kardashians while laying in bed. I'm going to use, all the scripts are from Hannah unless I say otherwise. So just been doing custom multis, or some of them I might have sheets of. And then I put in that I was needy AF with a little, I'm going to do a little house because I was just being cuddly and needy and all of the things. On Tuesday, which we're using light pink, I have to remember to color block, I was still sick and Nick got me donuts, and I also just kind of worked in bed this day. So I think for working in bed, I do want to use this, and then I'm going to go into computer since we're on the pink day and pull out a pink Scribbler because that's like their base color for working in bed. And I was still sick this day. I was sick for a while, so that's just kind of a spoiler alert. And I'm just going to use one of these rounded quarter boxes, and for being still sick, I'm just going to use one of these Scribblers. We're going Scribbler crazy this week for still sick. Then if we move down to the next box, we did get Papa John's for dinner. So for that, I'm just going to use a little thing. And I don't know if I have any, I don't remember if I ordered the food icons in this special colors. I think I did. Did I? Question mark? Maybe? I did. Is there pizza? Oh no, pizza's on the main one. Once More with Love combo one. So we're going to do that for Papa John's. And then we just hung out with the kids, and then I watched The Bear with Nick. So I'm going to go ahead and put The Bear in with another little thing. And I'm just going to use a little, wait, don't I have TV icons? I do. I'm going to use from my TV icon sheet. This is Once More with Love, just all TVs though, for the bear. And then for family time, I think I'm going to use another one of those boxes maybe, or maybe I'll just use this one. It's a little short. I guess I could rejudge the other ones because like I said, I want to see a lot of this marble. Ooh, that like ripped up a lot. Oopsies. I'm gonna just leave that other one there. Whoops. I wonder if I like move it, if it'll still be. I guess because I was like wildly aggressive with it. So let's just stick it back where it came from. We'll just leave it like that. And NBD. So for hanging out with the family, I think I'm gonna do a little, let me see what I want to do. Little family Teddy Plans Co. And then I have a family time script. Perfect. And then if we move on to Wednesday, for a second I thought my mic wasn't clicked in. So this was, I didn't have any girls' day because I was feeling like poop. So for that, I'm going to go ahead. I think this day I'm going to just use all fancy labels. I'm going to do this one. Actually, I'm going to do patterned and then the non-patterned in the middle. Because I think, let me know in the comments down below. Do you lean towards the patterned labels or do you lean towards the solid labels? Because I lean towards the pattern for sure, if like I have to choose between them. So for No Girls Day, I'm going to use a, what do I want to use? Emoji negative question mark and like a sad one. Do I have a sad one? I know I have it done. I don't, nope, I don't. Yeah, let's use the sick one again. I have a sad one. I just don't think it's done. I have a lot of scribblers that just need to be released. Where is the, here we go. So I got another little sick one. Love the colors match, cute. No Girls Day. And then I slept in this day. So for that, I'm just going to go to my sleep category and grab another one of the sleeping scribblers. We're going Scribbler crazy. I'm going to use just Sick AF for sleeping in. And then I ended up going to HEB to get stuff to make, or get some stuff, yeah, get stuff to make soup. So put that in there. I wanted to make a big batch of chicken noodle soup without noodles, so I went and got groceries. Then I came home and I made the soup, so I'm just going to use maybe one of these like big labels, big little things. And with that, I think I'm going to pair it with the little chef hat for making soup. And then I just played with the kids and went to bed super early. So if we're going to bed early, I'm going to use a little thing and a little eye mask, which is on the Once More with Love icons, with the bed early. And then in the middle for playtime, hanging out with the fam, I am going to use one of these. Oh, I want to use something patterned though. Maybe I'll use a patterned square box. I always forget that I can like do what I used to do, which would be like take this and like cut it to make it into a pattern box. Yeah, that's cute. And then for playtime, let me go to playtime. I always forget my playtime category exists and I always go to like the kids. I'm just going to put in maybe like a little Play-Doh. I don't think we played with Play-Doh, but I think aesthetic wise, it is very cute. I'm just going to go with like a little pink one. Like, isn't that adorable? I always forget that I have like little things in there. Yeah, that's so cute. And then I'm going to just stick the Playtime sticker in here. This might be a contender for top spread of the year because it's looking beautiful. I think the all foiled scripts is really just doing it for me. Then on Thursday, I went on a little bit of a Target spree in the morning because I was feeling a little bit better these next 2 days, like a smidge. I think like getting up and moving also helps sometimes. So we're just going to do another three fancy label day. It's very odd having these like easy weeks of just like 3 things per box. So for going on a little Target spray, I'm just going to use the Target bag from the Doodle sheet that you can add on to the kit. And then I have the little Target spree script. Then afterwards, I gave myself a little Barbie makeover because I was just feeling it. So I think for that, I'm just going to use a little scribbler, like the purple sparkly one. Oh my goodness. Why are we having issues right this second? There we go. I need to do my nails too. They're a little busted. Barbie makeover. I'm going to cut this. Got like a new hot pink lipstick and was feeling it. Especially because last week I was feeling very like meh about my hair. Like I wasn't vibing with it. I'm just going to, before I forget, put a little flower in there. I think that'd be cute. Look how cute. We love her. Then I went to H-E-B with Nick for who knows what. So for that, I'm just going to use the little shopping bag. And I'm going to put in grocery shopping. Afterwards, we just hung out with the fam and we finished the bear. So I think for finishing the bear, I want to use something a little bit bigger than I normally would. So I think I'm going to use this one. And then above it for hanging out with the fam, I'm just going to go ahead and use this, but I'm going to cut it like I did with the last one. I need to start doing this more. I feel like I always forget. For hanging out with the fam, I think I'm going to use the like Nick Scribbler. Or like the guy Scribbler. But I just think of it as Nick because who else am I going to mark stuff with? I'm going to use the Family Time script and cut it and stack it. I talked about last time like when I'm doing custom multis, like could do stacked ones, but I like to do them long so that you can cut them if you need to versus trying to like put them in a straight line. And then for finishing the bear from this one, I'm going to use the little chef scribbler and stick in the bear and make it a little bit bigger since it was the final episodes that we needed to watch. On Friday, you might need a drink break. Friday, I slept in because I slept like poop. So I only have these stickers to work with. So I think I'm going to just use a little thing. Or I'm going to use a patterned one because the little things are the only thing that has a pattern on it. So we're going to just stick that down. So for sleeping in, I'm going to use a little bed icon. This week is everything. Ugh, it's going to be a favorite spread. Okay, I love all my spreads, but this one I'm just feeling like extra in love with. Then I cleaned around the house a little bit. And then I just put in that I was feeling a little bit better, which I'm also going to do a patterned little thing with. We're going to use all the patterns, and I'm just going to put this in for cleaning, and I'm going to do the same thing where I cut it. Look at me doing this a bazillion times in a week. I love it. For cleaning, I think I'm going to use the cleaning scribbler on here. Really am utilizing the color of the week scribblers. I love them. I am so happy they exist. Stick that in there. For a clean house, just tidying up a little bit. I feel like I like moving when I'm sick, but not like overdoing it, you know? So I think like cleaning and tidying up is like a good use of time. Then if we move down to the second part of Friday, I ended up, because I felt a little bit better this day, I ended up going to, I didn't put what's in here. Feeling a little bit better. I think I'm going to use just a little bow. I think that's cute. A bow there for feeling a little bit better. So I decided to take myself on a little date. So I decided to go out to eat by myself, which I wish I had. I guess I could just use one of these. I wish I had like dinner for one stickers. Let's put that in. And afterwards we had swim lessons with the boys, which was tragically horrible. It has gotten better since then, but I will say it was horrible. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. For swim lessons, I'm just going to go into my pool. I think this was their first swim lessons. And since then, actually I use a mermaid sticker because colors match. Since then, they've had 2 more lessons. And they have honestly done so much better. Like they've progressed so much in such a little amount of time. So I'm really proud of them. So lessons, swim lessons, and then underneath that we're going to put in that we watched After Party, which is a really fun show. Like I feel like you should check it out if you haven't watched it yet. It's basically like a murder mystery, and there was season 1, and the season 2 cast is like a couple of the same characters, but basically it is a murder mystery. So the murder happens in the first episode, and then every episode is basically the perspective of one of the guests at the event that the murder happened, and their perspective. And most of them are like then based on a different film style. Like this episode, there was one that was kind of like old-timey, where it was like black and white and kind of like had the vibes. And then there was one that was like kind of Wes Anderson themed, like as far as like how it was shot. And there was one that was more like a police officer show kind of thing. Like that kind is like the style of them are all different based on how the person is telling their like alibi / story. So it's super fun. It is funny, and it's always just like an interesting watch. So it's on its second season, After Party. I think it's on Amazon. But I'm not sure. Not quite sure. Usually Nick has it all set up for me by the time I go watch it. So on Saturday, and Nick watches it too. He's the one who told me about it. I probably wouldn't have watched it otherwise. On Saturday, my kids went over to, I'm done with this purple color now, which is cool. The kids went over to my in-laws, and then, I'm going to put this here. Kids went to my in-laws, and then I went to breakfast with Nicholas. I'm going to use a me and Nicholas sticker for that. Just a little romantic breakfast. Then afterwards, we went to Target. We also had to go to work because Nick left his coffee cup there. And even though he was going to be at work on Monday, he could not wait and needed to go to work to get his coffee cup. So we did that. And then afterwards, after getting groceries, also, I think we went to Target for groceries. We went to the Alamo Draft House, which he has his quirks, I have my quirks. I really, really, really wanted to get the Alamo Draft House Barbie shirt. They had like a Barbie movie shirt. Where is, it's probably in with the Barbie stuff, huh? It's next week. Going to see Barbie the next week, but they released the shirt and I didn't want it to sell out, which I'm pretty sure it did. So I'm just going to use a Barbie sticker from here. I'm going to use like the Barbie right here. From the Barbie freebie. Because I wanted the Alamo Draft House shirt. And I'm like, they had a pink one, right? But all of the employees had a black one with like pink text. And I was like, y'all, if they sold that. They also had a, is it Knuff shirt? But they didn't advertise it. And when I went and saw that they had it, it was sold out already. But I went and got my Barbie shirt. And then we had dinner at my in-laws this day. We had steaks. So let's go ahead and stick that in right here. So for that, I think, let's see what I have on this sheet. If there's anything I want to use. I have the little steak sticker on this food doodle sheet, which I just love. And then I have in-laws. So it's kind of telling two different things. Steak at the in-laws. And then it was game night. And we had buffalo chicken dip as like a little snicky snack. I think I got everything for buffalo chicken dip when we went for groceries because Nick was like, I think we're still going to be hungry. And I was like, I think you're still going to be hungry. So for that, I'm just going to grab another one of the big little things. This is literally turning out to be such a good spread. I'm going to go ahead and use the stand mixer. I don't use the stand mixer. Hannah does. But I might try it next time for making buffalo chicken dip. But also, it's just really cute to have that little icon there. Buff dip. And then in the middle of that for game night, I'm just going to grab this one here and make another one of those smaller boxes because why not? Now that I remember this is an option, I need to do it to it. And I'm going to grab the green one on the green card one because I think that'll kind of pull out that green color in the polka dot. So I'm going to do that. And then for, this is such a good spread, cut the game night in half and stick that down. For game night, we played a bunch of different games, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull. Whoops. I don't have enough little things for all these games. You know what I could do? This is kind of borderline tragic. All right, so I'm going to do I only have 3, but I also have the one on top. You know what? No. You know what I'm going to do? We're doing this. All right. So we're going to do all right. We're just going to go with the flow and see what happens. We're going to do this one, another patterned, another fancy. So we're doing 5 here, and I only have 3 little things. So let's just see how it goes. And then I'm going to do this one, which I'm not going to cut because I'm feeling wild. And then underneath it, I'm going to do this strip here. And I'm just going to cut it. I could use the solid, but I feel like we need more pattern in this box. So I'm going to cut this much off first and then see if I need to cut off more. If I need to cut off more, I can. And I think that's fine. I'm just going to put it all the way at the bottom, which I normally don't do. But for this case, it's called improvising. Okay, I'm going to grab out my icons. We have Nucktats, which is a party game. It was pretty cute. Then we have Restaurant Rivals, which is the one I should have actually used the full thing because I'm not going to be able to put an icon with it. So let's go ahead and lift that up, lift this up, hope it fits. I'm stressing out a little bit. I'm just going to put it all the way in the bottom and then just stick this in the middle. Restaurant Rivals. It's kind of long. Then we played Horrified. We played Kites, which was all right. And then My City Roll and Build, which was the love of my life. So for Knuck Tats, I'm actually going to use a pencil. That works for that. For Horrified, which is super spooky, I'm actually going to use the little moon. For Kites, I'm going to go ahead and use cards. And then for the My City Roll and Build, I'm going to just use a dice. So cute. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Crisis averted. Then on Sunday, I had a really bad bellyache this day. So I'm just going to put that in here. We were supposed to go see Asteroid City this day. I think that's what it was, right? No, I don't know what we were supposed to see this day. We decided to cancel it because I did not feel good. Oh, we were supposed to go see Small Soldiers this day. It's one of my favorite movies as a kid, and they were playing it at the Alamo. But anyways, I did not feel well this day. It was kind of pukey. I didn't puke, but I felt like I could. Does that make sense? Kind of vibe. So it was upset, yucky belly. So it was kind of sad. So, and we were going to go see it with Bennett too, which I think would have been fun. I don't know if he would have been into it, but we would have just figured it out. So I put in belly ache, and then we decided to cancel the movies. So we just ended up relaxing as a fam. So for that, I think I'm just going to use the Scribbler watching TV because I probably just watched a bazillion episodes of Bluey and played Kitchen. Because I feel like that's what we play now is Kitchen. And then I put in that I was tired AF because then I took a nap. So I'm just going to use another Scribbler for that because why not? Or no, I'm actually going to use a candle sticker. I think that's a cute one from the doodle page. Put tired AF there. And then underneath that, it was a little bit of chaos. Kids are being a little crazy, but nothing I can't handle. So for that, I'm just going to do an emotion. What do I want to do? One of these is good. That is so cute. For chaos, and then me and Theo just took a shower together because I was like, I need a little bit, he needs a shower, so we're just gonna go chillax. And then I also watched, which I'm gonna put in with a little thing, just like that, and then half of this first episode of this Marvel show that was horrible, and then I told Nick that I'm absolutely not watching it. I couldn't tell you what it's about. It has the girl from Emilia Clarke's in it. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you what happened, TBH. I feel like I've seen enough Marvel to be able to say with confidence that usually I have some kind of gist of what's going on, regardless if I've seen anything Marvel related. But this one, no. I had no idea what was going on. There was I don't even really know. There was people that could shapeshift into other people, but they had to kidnap them first. I'm not entirely sure, TBH. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know, because it was bad. I was so bored. I was literally Nick, why do I have to watch this? I'm gonna put this in, and then a with tea script. And that, my friends, is the entire spread. I feel like that was done in record time. I'm gonna just go ahead and put these back where they belong. And I think I am going to use some of the deco bits from this page. Kind of sprinkled those all around town. So let's zoom y'all out so you're not staring at the same little spot. How pretty is this? I was just looking around to see if I messed up the color blocking anywhere. I feel like there is literally foil on every single little bit. So I'm just going to like put anywhere I'm like, oh, there's like a little space here. So I feel like we could use one. Such delicate little pieces of stickers. Just going to stick these anywhere. I like the Little Mermaid ones for some lessons. That's very cute. Can't wait till little Miss Lila has some lessons. Probably going to start her when one of the boys is like proficient. Because I feel like going to a pool with 3 kids with only 2 people is a little tricky sometimes. So what do you think? I think it's gorgeous. I'm just saying, I think this is the spread. This is the spread of spreads. It's so stinking pretty. Let me show you what I have left. I did use a bunch on that page. Not so many doodles. I used a lot more scribblers this round. Not so many on the solid. I was more leaning towards the pattern if I was using any of the labels. So all the stuff is going to go into D-Stash. Also going into D-Stash is going to be the one marble box, as well as I'll put that into D-Stash. This one singular box I'll actually probably just throw into D-Stash. The rest of the floral stuff I'll probably keep. And I'm going to save these boxes for if I'm doing another lavender hollow spread. This one I'll save because it's always nice to have an extra lavender hollow bow. And I'll probably D-Stash this. I have a ton of icons. So I'll probably put that into D-Stash too. I think of D-Stash, I'm like, sometimes I throw something extra in. I'm like, you know, somebody will really like this. And all this is going to go to D-Stash as well. So that is everything for this spread. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I will talk to y'all in my next video.